Hello, this is Eddie Mendoza and welcome to Pathways of Hope. I was having a nice conversation with a good buddy of mine and we were laughing at how we are so different from our wives. In his case, he says, whenever he and his wife go on a trip, he's a last minute kind of guy, whereas it is his wife, Marite, wants to prepare way in advance. I remember my youngest daughter, Nikki, when our family would go on a vacation and we have plans to go abroad, Nikki would be packed 1 month in advance. That's how ready and excited she was. Now, in fairness to us, last-minuter husbands, I'd say we're not really careless. But because we already know what we need and know where our stuff is, it doesn't take much to pack up and go. But wisdom dictates that when something is expected to happen, but you don't know exactly when it is going to happen, it is better to be ready way in advance. Isn't that right? Okay. If you know something is going to happen, but you don't know when it will happen, it's better to be ready. For instance, if you know your house is in a flood zone and it's the rainy season, of course, you won't wait until the heavy rains come before you sandbag your vulnerable sections of your house, will you? Okay? That's why we keep a well-inflated spare tire in our trunk because we don't know when it will happen. Or this is why you carry an umbrella in the car wherever and whenever you go, even in clear days. In those cases, it is wise to be ready. Laging handa, ika nga. Now, as we start the Advent season today with this passage from Matthew 24 verses 37 to 44, we are reminded of one important thing. Jesus is coming back. And when he does so, he will return not as a savior, but as a judge. Jesus is coming back. We don't know when, but when he comes back, he will not come back as a savior, but as a judge. So, my dear friends, when you sing a song like, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. It's not Santa Claus who's coming to town. This is serious matter. For those of us who are ready for the return of Jesus, this is a message of hope today. And that is why Christmas is a season of hope. Because Jesus will finally come to restore everything as it was in the beginning in paradise. And for those of us who have accepted Him as our Savior, which is all we need to do to be ready for His return is to accept Him as our Savior, it is indeed going to be a joyful and welcome event when He comes back. This message of Jesus' return is a message of hope for all of us who believe in Him and who follow Him. However, for those who are not prepared, for those who refuse, or even those who postpone their decision to accept Jesus as the Lord of their lives and to follow Him, there are no second chances for them. Listen to what today's gospel says. There is no last-minute preparation because Jesus will return in an instant without notice and without warning. And those who are ready, He will take with Him to paradise. But those who are not, He will leave behind. There is no second trip. They're lucky that Jesus hasn't come yet. But who knows when? And what if He returns tomorrow? And we remind ourselves this important message today at the start of the Advent season because we tend to forget. Usually, we celebrate this season and remember when Jesus came for the first time as an infant child. But the reason that the very first message of this season, the reason why the very first message in this season is about the return of Jesus is because we need to remind ourselves over and over and over again that He will come again as judge. And we need to get ourselves ready. We need to let everyone else get ready. We don't know when, but it will be in the twinkling of an eye. Ganong kabilis. For those of us who are ready, we celebrate. For those who are not ready, or who do not know, they need to know. And it is your task, you and me, to give them this important and urgent message of hope and to be ready because Jesus is coming already. God bless us all.